Hello, I'm Zaccura and welcome back to my channel. That was one smooth intro, wasn't it? Really nice, yes, and you want to know why it was so nice? Because the music in this video is provided by Xilan Wolf. Oh yeah, Zaccura, the smooth advertiser. Okay, so here's the dealio. This video is sort of a collaboration with a singer-songwriter named Xilan Wolf who provided the music for my video, and for his video I provided this illustration that you're watching me paint. So I have the link to his channel as well as the song linked in the description box, so definitely go and check him out. So when it came to this illustration, I wanted to try something that I pretty much have never really done before, and that is to paint with watercolor. And just really paint with watercolor, not just, fill in some color blocks here and there, or to add a tiny bit of color into certain things because I didn't happen to have the Copic color for that. No, I wanted to create a watercolor illustration. And in particular, I wanted to just paint without sketching. And now, mind you, this is just for the watercolor part because, as you'll see later on, there is this sort of black silhouette in the front of the painting, and that part is, is sketched. I made a stencil for it, and that's all colored in black and so forth, which you'll see later on. But for the major part of the illustration, it is these clouds in the background that were completely just painted with the watercolors without any really major planning. And the reason that I'm doing this is because recently I've been really just trying to find new things to do, new things to try out, because I feel that when you start doing the same thing for too long, it can become bland and become just not as interesting as it once was. And at least this is for me, because I noticed that a lot of artists out there are able to draw like the same things over and over again and never get bored of them. But I can't. I am constantly switching different styles, different mediums, different things, because I don't know, that's just part of being an artist for me, is always learning and always doing new things. And I don't know, I guess just finding a style has never been really something that I find very important. And I suppose that means I'm going to be like a jack of all trades and a master of none. But at the same time, that's just kind of how I am. That's what keeps art interesting for me, is the fact that there is always something new that you can do, and always a new challenge to tackle, if you will. And I think really that's the reason why artwork has really been the only thing in my life that I have never gotten bored of. And recently I've felt like I've been kind of in this trap of always drawing the same things over and over again, and I'm trying to find my next challenge, if you will, something that is new and exciting, and not to say that I'm like abandoning my normal drawings, because I think drawing anime characters is like, I guess that's my style, because that's like the thing I draw the most. If I open up my sketchbook, that's probably the kind of stuff I'm going to be drawing most of the time. But at the same time, I want to expand and try new things, because I do feel like my illustrations recently, I don't know, it's just like they kind of lack something. I feel like they've just been very, I'm just not totally satisfied and happy with it, I guess. And I'm never like totally happy with my artwork, but that's different. You can see your mistakes in your drawings and still be happy with the illustration, and that's like the goal right there, right? As an artist, to be able to see your mistakes that you can keep on improving, but at the same time you're still proud of what you just made. And I feel that that's something that has been kind of gone from my artwork recently. All I've been seeing is things I need to improve on, which is good, but I haven't been very proud of the illustrations that I've been making. And I do feel like that may come from the fact that I keep doing the same things over and over again, and so it's kind of just become this routine. Art has just kind of become this routine for me, instead of something that's more experimental and full of, just trying new things and, struggling, but also having fun. Because I feel like, you know, there's no fun in ease. Not to say that I don't struggle in my artwork anymore, but it's just like, I think there needs to be challenge in order for there to be satisfaction, and if I'm doing the same thing over and over again, and I've done it before, then I know that what I'm gonna create is going to be, you know, decent. It's not going to suck, but I also know that it's not gonna be anything super amazing. I guess what I'm just totally struggling to say here is that I need to try something new so that I can get to the next level. So I can gain more EXP and level up. And everyone knows that you don't gain a whole lot of EXP by farming the same enemies on floor 1. You gotta venture off into floor 2 and fight the next level baddies. And for me, that means not using lines. Or at least, I don't know, just watercolor. And also with my digital artwork, I've recently finally been forcing myself to just try all those other brushes that I pretty much have never even dared to touch before. When it came to my digital artwork, I'd say my digital artwork was probably even more routine-like than my traditional artwork. I always did the same thing, always used the same tools, and there were only like 4 tools that I really ever used. And I'm like, finally like, you know, why? Why do I keep using the same brush and the same pen tool? I'm trying to venture off to try those other brushes in there, because they have a lot of brushes in the program, and you can download even more from their shop. And I just never really dared to try them. And so the other day I tried them out, and I ended up creating this painting portrait of this creepy woman. And I ended up being really happy with it, even though that thing only took me like an hour. I wasn't even planning on doing an illustration, but it just kind of happened, and I was really happy, and I'm just so excited now to... It just unlocked so many new doors, you know what I mean, of, you know, all these different brushes that I've been really missing out on, all these different possibilities for illustrations that I can now do because of it. And the same thing happened here with this illustration. I had no idea that I was going to have so much fun painting those clouds, but I did. And you know, this style of having these really colorful watercolor backgrounds and the dark black foregrounds is not original. If you're on Instagram or anywhere, you know, you've seen illustrations like this, and it's been a style that I have always admired. I just absolutely love how that aesthetic looks, with the really colorful saturated backgrounds and then these pure black foregrounds. So delicious. And it's really been something that like I kind of tried. Like I tried one other time before, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll try it again some other time, but I never really bothered to really go and do it. And I was like, okay, let's just do a full illustration like this. And I ended up being very happy with the result, and again, it opened up so many doors. I'm so excited to keep doing this and keep doing more of these paintings with watercolor, you know, the medium that I never thought I'd actually really venture off into that much. And just going for something that's a little bit more abstract. I mean, the foreground is not very abstract. It took a lot of finicking around to get the silhouette just right, but the background is... You know, it just flowed. It just happened. The clouds happened wherever they wanted to happen, and there's something so satisfying about that. And so, ending this story on a high note, I guess I have successfully pumped myself to keep experimenting and keep improving within my artwork, and who knows what's going to happen in these future illustrations. And that's why you should definitely subscribe. Okay, no, that's not cool. But as per usual, I am going to ask you guys, if you did enjoy this video at all, to please be sure to give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments, because that really helps me out a lot. And you know, if you feel like subscribing, then you know, I'm not gonna argue with that. I make new videos every week just to let you guys know. And as mentioned at the beginning of this video, please be sure to go and check out Xilan Wolf's channel to hear the full version of the song that has been playing in this video, because this is his original song called The One, and it actually has lyrics. He's a singer. But for this video, for my video, he gave me the instrumental. so it doesn't have the lyrics. So be sure and go and check out his video, which I'll have probably linked up in the card description box all over the place, so you guys can go and check out the full song from him. And once again, big thank you to Xilan Wolf for providing the music for this video. And until next time, stay awesome, stay inspired, always. See ya!